How's it going? It's your boy HandSquad25 here. Last video was just me messing around with editing and trying to learn a little bit for myself. But this video I want to try to get a little bit more personal with you all and discuss Operation Phantom Sight from a noob's point of view, my beginner point of view here. So I've only been playing for like, I guess, probably 6 months now. So I just want to give my feedback as a beginner and talk to you all a little bit. So enjoy the video.
Apocalypse.
When it comes to Warden, he is very underwhelming in my opinion, to say the least. When it comes to the patch notes, this is what they say word for word right here. It talks about his gadget here. It says the glance serves as a function that was almost non-existent on the defending team. With the active, Warden can see through smoke and turn around what could be a low intel situation. Activating his smart glasses can also prevent Warden from being blinded by flash effects or cleanse an existing flash blindness, salvaging an otherwise dangerous few seconds. However, the glance's effects only work as long as Warden stays immobile, otherwise he is affected by smoke and flashes the same as everyone else. The glance is a triggered effect which must be restored through a cooldown after use. This is a good concept, but with what, in my opinion, this has been going around the Siege community, the reuse of guns and certain gadgets and things has really been plaguing my mind when it comes to Siege. I think we need more weapons. I mean, he has the MPX, it's a great gun, but my argument would be, alright, there's the MPX, just pick Valkyrie. Valkyrie is faster, she is just better moving, she's just a smoother operator to play. Warden's running animation is also goofy. You'll probably see me laugh about it during this video at some point, and I just feel like he's a very underwhelming operator when I play him. And being immobile, to use the full effects of the glasses, I mean, I guess that makes him not OP, but he's not even that overpowered to begin with. I just feel like he needs maybe a few other things, because that gadget just doesn't do enough for me. I would just rather pick Valk, who also has the MPX, and I can just get more intel for my team. So that's just my opinion. I mean, he's cool looking. I love that he's Secret Service. He looks great, but I feel like this operator is extremely underwhelming and just not anything that I will probably be picking lots of. I didn't get to play that much of him. Sorry about that. Just got into Terrorist Hunt, and I had some gameplay of me playing him, but nothing too special. I even tried a few things with an Elamine to see if I could get hit by my teammate's Elamine and then get out of that with the glasses, and that did not work. So you could correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong, but I just think that it's really not worth it when, you know, if you get flashed, you can turn your head anyway real quick and dodge the flash if you don't look at it and just flick right back to where you were. And I feel like that works just as fine with a better operator anyway. Sorry that I'm kind of like just shitting on Warden right now, but I just feel like he is underwhelming and won't probably get a lot of playtime. He will, I feel like, I hate to say this, but Tachanka might have somebody that's going to give him a run for his money in this meta that we got going on, because he just really doesn't, I just feel like he doesn't do that much. I mean, he looks good, but besides that, nothing really too special. I like that he has the SMG 12 though. That, I think that's pretty good thing he's got going for him. I guess you could use him as a shotgun op, and if you're good enough with the SMG 12, you could just go ahead and be that guy on your team that's opening up walls with a shotgun and just getting those angles for your teammates and clearing out the bottom of a wall so you can get that line of sight. But besides that, being a low speed, 1 speed, and a 3 armor operator is just something that I personally don't like the feel of heavy operators in this game, just because to me it makes me not feel as smooth. But that's just my personal opinion, and like I said, this is a beginner's opinion, so I'd like to have more experienced players get in the comment section and just help me out, maybe clear some things up that I'm not seeing and noticing with Warden. And I really just appreciate any feedback y'all give me in the comment section below. So, but yeah, and his gadgets, he has a deployable shield, barbed wire, pretty standard, and then the M5 90A1. That's a good shotgun. The MPX, great gun. I love it as well. And you got the P10C pistol. Sorry about that. And the SMG12 is probably what I'm most excited about in his whole character, which is kind of sad. But yeah, that's basically my overview of Warden, and I appreciate you all listening to my input on him. And now we're going to talk about Nokk. Now for some good news. When it comes to Nokk, she's a great attacker to have on the attacking side. In my opinion, I feel like she is a mixture of Caveira and Vigil, but on the offense. It's like a little Caveira Vigil baby. But her gadget is extremely useful. On the patch notes, this is what they say word for word. Nokk's gadget is the ultimate form of stealth technology. The HEL is a glove attachment which, when activated, reduces her ambient noise output and hides her image from the opponent's observation tools. Drones, bulletproof cameras, evil eyes, and more will thus be unable to register Nokk's presence as she roams through the map unseen. Her footsteps will be silenced as she stalks opposing operators unheard. Roaming will be more risky than ever for defenders, as Nokk could be hiding behind every corner or worse, sneaking up right behind them. Keep in mind that the HEL has a limited window of usage and must otherwise be recharged through a cooldown. Now, compared to Warden, she just absolutely shits on him. She is a great operator to have. I did not get any good gameplay with her either. It's just so hard for me to pick it before all the other sweaty dudes pick it when we're playing on the test server. But again, I'm not very fond of how they're reusing guns again, but the FMG9 really works for her, and I have not yet used a shotgun, but shotguns are always pretty good to have if you want to clear something out. And you could do the shotgun and do what Cav does as well, because you get the Desert Eagle and you can silence it, which everybody already knows this. They love it. I love it. It's just really useful. You also get Claymore, which is always great, and then the Breaching Charge, which is always useful as well. She's a 2-speed and 2-armor operator, and she's just extremely useful. Like, sorry, I really bashed on Warden earlier, but he's just not as useful as Nokk at all. Nokk is her own beast, and if you really know how to use her, like Macy J does in his videos, shout out to Macy J, you can do some damage. She's just extremely silent, and if you use her correctly, she's extremely deadly. Because if you're like me, she made me re-guess how I play a little bit. Like I said, I'm a beginner, so sometimes what I'll do when I'm looking at cams, I'll just scan through them and just try and see if I can get a glimpse of somebody. And if I get that glimpse, that's when I'll go ahead and stop and look in that area on that camera. But with her, you have to thoroughly look through the cameras now. You can't just be skimming, because if you skim through that and not give your team the intel that they need, she could be sneaking up right on you. And so that really makes it harder for the defenders and makes attacking maybe a little bit easier, because even if you don't have a Nokk on your team, in the back of the defender's mind, they might have to slow down the way they get intel instead of scanning through the video like me. They're going to have to really thoroughly go through it. So I think this is really going to balance things out, because in my opinion, I feel like on some maps the defenders dominate and on some maps the attackers dominate, and I think this will kind of balance that bridge, in my opinion. So yeah, overall Nokk is my favorite operator out of this season for sure. And I know this is just my beginner outlook, and like I said, I just wanted to see if anybody else has anything to add in the comments. And I really suggest everybody just go look at the patch notes as well. There's a bunch of other things, and I think I'll make some more in-depth videos here in the future. This is my first time speaking, so I'm really this is kind of like nerve-wracking for me. I've had to do several takes, and I had a good time with it. But Operation Phantom Sight thus far is I enjoy it. Warden's a little underwhelming, but Nokk adds such a big factor to the game that I'm pretty excited for it. And I'm probably make another video here soon about what they're doing with ranked, if you haven't already looked at the patch notes, but I'm extremely excited for that. And I'll probably make a whole other video about Cafe. Played a few rounds of that and I really enjoy it. But yeah, so far I'm really liking this season. It's looking good, and I appreciate you all for watching. Make sure you go down and comment, talk to me a little bit, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Thank you all so much.